6-8MTL. Okay. What is that? That's nothing, huh? Okay, let's, can we check the trunk? I guess not. It's already laid out for us. Let's see what's in the side door here. Anything we can take a look at? Not really? Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
What about the glove box?
Unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
I'd really like to get into that glove box, but I don't think I can. Maybe? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay. Oh, and just get a closer look, it looks like. Can't do anything there. Okay, well the glass is broken. She smacked her head. There's some blood there. There's the panties and the letter from home, from Mom. The fact that they were wadded up in her purse suggests that, I don't know, maybe, was she raped? I mean, because they were torn, but then why would... I'm not sure yet. It's an interesting conundrum. Let's head back up, see if there's anything we missed maybe at the edge where they drove off, something? Kind of clue or hint? It doesn't really look like it. I don't see anything too interesting here. So, but she went straight off like this and then knocked into the thing, right? So the car came this way. It must have been going fairly straight. Yeah, here's the ditch or whatever, the ridge that it was going through. Hang on, let's follow this for a second before we talk to her. Just follow this line.
Mr. McAfee,
Nope,
we
guess
would like
not.
to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
Okay, June Ballard. She's 41 years old, B-movie actress, and the driver of the crashed Chevy Styline. It's an interesting scar on her forehead there. What was she doing with that girl, either?
Do you get paid by the hour for doing nothing?
Doping allegation, injured female passenger, fake shrunken head. So she made an allegation that somebody doped her? Let's ask about that.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
What? What's wrong with her face? Here we go. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay. We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claim you were drugged. Who did this to you? Who did this to you? That rat slapped us a Mickey Finn, slipped us a Mickey Finn. All right, so I think we just have to doubt her. She knows who she thinks did it.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the
All right, we
police
got that
during
one
a
right.
criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop, all right. Let's ask about Jesse, what was it, Harrison, something like that? Yeah, Hamilton, okay. Jessica Hamilton.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
What was she doing in your car? Come on, no, I think we gotta doubt that.
How old is Jessica, Mrs.
Come
Ballard?
on.
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
So what the hell was that supposed to be? Truth? I mean, she closed her eyes. She looked down. So I'm supposed to use lie? And I can't go back and do it again. You have to replay the entire. You have to replay the entire investigation to try again. I can't follow what you guys are talking about in the chat. I'll catch up in a second. God damn it, this is hard. Fake shrunken head. Let's ask about that.
The shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Okay, so that's a lie. I doubt. All right, so that's much more obvious. I guess the other one was truth. Because here she's making it very clear that she's lying.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
All right. Why does she think Mark Bishop did something?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
So that looks to me like truth. Like she thinks she's gonna handle it. What am I supposed to just be like, okay?
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McCaffey. We'll take it from there.
She's looking straight ahead. She's like, so what am I?
You're not nearly as cute when you're
Mrs. McCaffey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McCaffey, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
All right, seriously, you guys? Seriously and for reals? We're doing that again. Because that was fucking bullshit. And it's the beginning of like a 40-minute case, and I'm gonna have no idea what the fuck is going on. Honestly. Alright, so did we find all the clues yet?
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Alright, we gotta go re-go through that nonsense. Alright, come on, here we go.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Alright, we got these things.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Got the letter from home. Questions about Aunt Jeannie.
She's a long way from home.
Okay. We got... He's got the head.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head.
Melonhead.
Sure
You'd be
you'll-
replaying after every single mistake? Yeah. I don't know about that. I just can't do the whole case not having any idea what's
Plaster of
going on.
Paris would be my first guess. Then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Alright, let's look at the blood stain.
Someone managed to tip their ride straight off a cliff. If the driver's in a fit state,
No.
we should ask.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Let's check our clues. Alright, now we got all 5. Sweet. Alright, let's try this interview with this woman again. I mean, yeah, I really need to get a baseline to understand what the hell is happening. Okay.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
Alright, doping allegation.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee.
Alright, so we doubt this
The officer
one.
says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey.
Oh wait, did I...
I can't remember.
Yeah, we doubted this one, right? I think we did. Makes sense.
It's a serious offense to
Yeah,
withhold
that's
information
right.
from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Alright, so next we have the injured female passenger.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
So last time we doubted her and I don't think it worked, so this time I mean, I don't think she's telling the truth, but I would have to guess maybe lie and use the torn underwear? Yeah, that makes sense. We want to know about that, right? Let's try that.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened.
Yeah,
Jessica
that makes more
yesterday
sense. I
before
should
the
have thought of
crash.
that. That's my
I'm a
fault,
friend of
actually.
Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Alright. That one was my bad. Use the underwear.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Okay, she mentioned Mark Bishop again. That may make the fourth question a little bit easier. Let's ask about the shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head.
We doubt this one. It's
that was
obviously a
used to
movie
tamper with
prop.
her car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember
So see, last time I wouldn't have gone into the interview with the other guy knowing that the girl was there or was with him or something. Like he may have been involved. So I had to go back and get this again. So anyway, we doubt this one.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
All right, so now we ask about Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop.
And obviously it's not the truth. So we doubt.
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
And we're going to doubt it.
I want to
There
know
we go.
what happened
All right.
between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
All right, so she thinks Bishop...
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Okay, so I think maybe I have a new strategy here, or at least some more insight into the game. It seems like if you get a first impression of the witness, you need to stick with it. Like, my first impression of her was shady. So I think probably I should have doubted just about everything. And, like, the first impression I got of one of the other witnesses at the first traffic test was that he was just happening by and he was being honest. So basically that's the only time you want to be honest, is when somebody has no motive to lie. So, but she definitely seemed shady. I should have been more doubtful. But now we have some more information. We know that Jessica Hamilton may have been raped by this Mark whatever guy. What was his name? Mark Bishop, she kept saying. Yeah, Mark Bishop. So we need to probably need to have a word with him. She's also made accusations that he then tried to commit murder. If he did rape her, Jessica that is, and maybe if she knew about it or found out about it, maybe Jessica called Mrs. McAfee for help or something like that. Somehow, I don't quite understand the connection between the two of them. Maybe she just found her when she was there arguing about the part, but if she even suspected what happened, she might be right. She might think her assumption that Mark Taper doped her and sent her car over the cliff might be accurate. On the other hand, she might be telling me a story. I don't know. We'll have to go interview Mr. Bishop and see if we can find out. This car looks pretty fun. Crime scene photographer? I don't think so. Detective Phelps's car.
Delta car 11K, 11K. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Oh, okay, so Jesse Hamilton is conscious. So you're gonna take this car, I think. What? Crime scene contaminated? What? Oh, honestly, for real? I don't have to re-interview her, do I? Yeah, I've already got Mark Bishop, right? Yeah, okay. Going. For a second, I thought I was going to have to redo this entire interview again for the third time. All right, good. No. So I guess I probably shouldn't have driven... maybe I shouldn't have driven over the tracks or something? I don't know. I thought those were I thought this was the set of tracks from her car. Maybe not. Yeah, she must have come up the same way as anybody else. Alright, so we can't drive on the crime scene. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that almost sucked really bad.
Just awful.
I heard this is a triple
Why
homicide.
can't we get any closer?
Is that true?
You all seem to be standing around.
No, I think I contaminated the crime scene by driving over the tracks that, you know, was the evidence of like where her car had been,
Delta car 11K, 11K.
or where the car had crashed.
Victim has regained regain consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Alright, so...
11K Roger. En route.
Okay, so let's get up to the hospital. What is with this car? What is with this car? Is this the car I came here in? Come on. Why is the turning radius so hot, so low? Oh my god, where am I? What am I in some kind of weird cul-de-sac where I can't drive anywhere? How do I get out of this place? God, this car. Oh, you can take out a traffic light. If you try hard enough. If you try hard, you can take out a traffic light. That's a good thing to know, don't you think? Yes!
Christ alive! Full of advice, aren't you?
Oh! Oh, Cole is just such a terrible driver. Seriously. Alright, where are we going? Central Receiving? Alright. Central Receiving Hospital. Hey, raise your fist and resist. Welcome to the channel and thank you for the compliment. Melonhead says, dude, you drive like you got drugged by Mark Bishop. Okay. Where's Jesse Hamilton?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
Recovery Room 1. All
Hold
right.
me here. No, I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need
Feeling better
my
since
lawyer.
this morning, Jessica?
Hey, where is the telephone?
My head's still...
Do you know who I am?
Let's have a chat.
Jessica? My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Alright. Let's talk about the crash incident report.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Yeah, she's lying. Should I doubt her or should I pull out the underwear again? I think I'm gonna pull out the underwear.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Alright, we gotta push this in her face now. That's unfortunate.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
Yeah, she's scared
The
though.
doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
Oh,
It's
Junie!
not Junie's fault.
June McAfee,
It's not my
that's her
first
aunt?
time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about it.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
Alright, let's ask about contact with parents. We also know that she has a letter from her mother. Okay, she's now established that she's a liar, so we're going to have to doubt anything that we can't prove is wrong.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Alright, we know that's a lie because of the letter.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Wait, what is this? Medical examination suggests Jessica Hamilton criminally abused. Alright, so that's for later. Here we go.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Alright, so somebody slipped her a roofie, essentially, and then raped her, it seems like. That seems like what's going on. Let's ask about association with Bishop, I guess.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Okay, so I think this one is doubt, right? Because we can't actually prove anything. Let's look at the log one more time. What did she say? How did you meet Mr. Bishop? Well, Junie's a big movie star. She's doing a new movie. We know she's not, but I think probably we just have to, although evidence of abuse, let's just doubt her. I hope this works. Maybe I should use intuition? Yeah, let's use intuition. Okay, let's remove an answer. All right, lie is gone. Good. Okay, so we can doubt her.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
Okay, so Junie, on the other hand, didn't admit that Jessica was her niece. She pretended like she was just some girl from Wisconsin that she met somehow, somewhere. Like, why wouldn't she say she's my niece and Mr. Bishop raped her? But then she kept saying how she and her husband were going to take care of it, so maybe they're planning to do something to him. I don't know. But certainly I'm having more luck with this investigation now than I did with the first one. And I think it's because I had, I went back and did the first one again, so I got the baseline information that could let me make a logical argument about what to choose for each of these now. Let's talk to her about the evidence of the criminal abuse.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
That I actually believe, even though she's looking away. I feel like I should say truth. But she's the shifty character, right? Let me use intuition again. Let's see what they take away. Still, yeah, I wouldn't have said lie. Well, I mean, she's shifting and looking away. Yeah, I gotta go with doubt.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica.
Come on!
Not being in movies. It's time to
She's a liar! She's looking away! She's acting all shifty!
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Oh, fuck you, game.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card.
I even thought she seemed like she was being... Okay, I can't trust the body language anymore. It's not as simple as if they look away, they're lying, man. It's not that simple.
You felt better, Jessica.
And now I don't know what she... now I don't know what she would have told me. What if I got the part? Oh my god, how stupid can you be, girl? There was no part. You were just drugged and raped. It's really disappointing. You know, at first I wanted to trust my instincts, but then that didn't work. So then I tried to like, well, she's a liar. I guess I'll just doubt her. That didn't work either. Man, fuck me, this game, man. I mean, I got 3 out of 4. That's not bad, but now I'm missing something. Now I don't know what she would have said. What is this?
Don't think this is any use to us.
What's this stuff?
Probably nothing.
All right. So, I guess none of that matters.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Okay. So now we're following her? Oh no, I don't have to drive discreetly, do I?
There she goes. Come on.
That could be dangerous. Okay, so she's in that, like, green car.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
You
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to lose her, but maybe I can't break traffic laws. Let me take my time here.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
She made it right. Is she parked? Yeah, she is. Okay. Yeah, you know, I thought she was scared. I thought that too. That was my first instinct. But then I confused myself. Which door did she go in? What? What is it telling me to do? Alright, let me watch where she's actually going instead of the chat. Okay. So she's going into the cafe.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Not being seen by who? By the suspect? Okay, she was looking away for that. Yeah, okay. Where am I supposed to go? Just right at her? Find a booth with a newspaper. Come on! How can it be teaching me how to do this and then instantly fail me? Alright, let's try it again.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Yeah, Great Stripin says, I love this game, but it screws with your head all the time. I think I did it in time that time.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Alright, she's taken off. But we've now got some information. Seems like I think she was talking to her husband, I think, about arranging something unpleasant for Mr. Bishop, but we got his address. So, let's see if we can't head there now. Yeah, let's go to Bishop's apartment. Let's see if we can't beat her there. Okay.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or you'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his property.
What did you make
we'll deal with that later.
You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
I don't know if
If Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211. The shots fired. Unit to handle code 3.
We got a case on our hands already.
All units in the vicinity and call 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's apartment
So,
hotel. 12,
did she set up her niece? What is she angry about? Maybe, you know what? Here's what I think might be going on. Let me take a stab at this. So, Auntie June had a fight with her friend, the director, Mark Bishop, or was he the producer? Whatever it was. Because he was a director. Because he promised her a role in his new film, and then he took it back. Said he's getting someone else. So she was furious, right? And maybe then she tried to do something to him, or maybe she tried to get her husband to do something to him. But maybe he refused, because it's just business, honey. It's not, I don't know. So then she sets up her niece to get raped, pretending that she's doing a favor, so that she can, sell herself, so that she can convince her husband to kill him. But then it still doesn't really make sense about why he's sending them over the cliff in the car. What happened to that girl? She said she had to lie on a stone and wear a robe? Alright, I'm not sure. I think we got more questions. Where are we? Getting close?
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Careful!
Give me some contradictory advice. Alright, let's keep driving. We'll get there. We'll figure out what happens.
Look out!
Come on. Is that her? All right, we're here. All right, we made it. What did you say, apartment 3?
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's
803.
It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
What just happened?
Look, lady, I don't feel like I pound your husband. Which one is it gonna be?
Give it up! LAPD!
I'm about to break it.
Shouldn't have taken.
Wait, what? Why am I not getting the headbutt off? Whatever. Yeah, why do I have to wait for you to tell me to do a grapple? You kidding me?
I love it when they
Takes care of him. Let's take care of number 2. Whoa!
Oh, keep swinging. I like a nice breeze.
Alright, there we go. That takes care of those morons. What were they doing here? Who even were they?
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now.
Mrs. Bishop?
Horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute,
Yes.
what?
Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
What is going on with this woman? Okay, so this is Bishop's apartment, but I guess he's married? This is his wife? And what were those men doing here? Was that the kind of retribution that Junie McAfee wanted? Look at all this stuff. It's everywhere.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Oh, this could be interesting, a picture.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Alright, Mark Bishop and Marlon Hopgood. Eddie wasting another time and
This
place.
isn't what we're looking for.
And they got all kinds of stuff everywhere, huh? What's up with this broken window? Maybe they just smashed into it while they were roughing the place up? We got a clock here.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Jungle drums, the happy general. Fight game. More junk.
Presented to Mark.
With thanks from Silver Screen Props. Gay Cowboys? What? Oh, was that like a take on what is it? Hunchback? Something? No, Something Back. What was that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger? Brokeback. Yeah, Brokeback Mountain. Wow, excuse me. A little something in my throat there. Let's see if I can pick up my hat. There we go. Check some of this stuff out. See what we got.
I doubt it.
It's a Buddha. What about this? This looks interesting. Hang on. Come on. Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. Okay. What is it that you're trying to look at here, Phelps? Come on. Make it happen. Make it happen. The vase?
Circumstantial.
Yeah, it's circumstantial, alright. There's a lot of circumstantial stuff. That's the problem. New Testament?
I don't think this is going to help us.
Nope. Can never tell until you look, though. That's the thing. Let's see what's in here. Wait, was there something out here? It's just the, it's that thing, right? Yeah, okay. What is this?
Doesn't look like anything.
Just a ring? Some lipstick, I guess?
Seems irrelevant.
I don't really think we found anything that interesting. Wait a minute, what's this?
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Who's that made out to? It's from Birch to, it's hard to read. Lorna Hollywood, is that what that says? $20,000. That is interesting. At least we found something here. Oh, wait a minute. What was that paper next to it? No, it's just the check. Okay. Over here. What is this?
Don't think this is anything.
Don't think it's anything, huh? Alright. Good to know. Thanks, Phelps. Alright, so I think we found the picture and we found the check. Those are two interesting clues. Let's talk with Mrs. Bishop here. She seems a little shady. I'm curious about this. What's going on here?
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
I don't know. Let's use intuition. Remove truth. Alright, so we can't prove anything, so we just doubt her.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Okay, let's ask about this this check for 20 grand. Or no, let's ask about this first, the abuse of Jessica Hamilton.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
I don't know, she seems like she's lying. Strong underwear, prop, maybe? Evidence of abuse? Prop, but she doesn't necessarily know about it. I don't think we can prove anything. Wait, what is this made out to? Lorna Hopgood. Who is Lorna Hopgood? Well, I guess we just have to doubt her.
Jessica remembered
Yes,
a mermaid.
okay.
The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
So maybe she traded her niece for the part. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, she knows more than she's been letting on, definitely. Let's ask about the check.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
I think we have to doubt her again, frankly.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Okay. And the whereabouts of her husband?
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Let's get rid of one more. I guess doubt her?
You are complicit in all of this. These poor deluded kids, and you go along with it. I need to find your husband.
Why'd you come to
So
Hollywood?
she doesn't know.
Handsome young man like you might find a little something in the movies. You've never thought about it?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you must be the only person in this burg who hasn't. We're born into temptation, Detective. It's character that determines what we do about it.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Does she lie? I mean, were we supposed to realize from some evidence that she lied about where he would be? Saddle. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was telling the truth. But I'm assuming we have to go check out the prop store. Anyway, listen up, everybody. That's going to be it for tonight. That's I'll have to continue and finish this case. What's it called? The Fallen Idol. We'll probably have to do that, take care of that tomorrow, and start another case after that, and keep trying to... Man, this game sure is challenging. I like it much better when I succeed than when I fail, especially because when you get it right, the answers are so interesting. They give you more information that you need to get the next one right, and stuff like that, and you can't really go back and do it all again, so I'm doing my best here, folks. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me, but that's all the time I have for tonight. So let me give a quick shout out to everybody who tuned in. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We have some regulars and some faces I haven't seen in here for a while before. We got USA Best Army, Great Stripe at Melonhead, Raise Your Fist and Resist, and Rian Jenny, along with some other folks who were in here earlier tonight. But listen, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you are new, you might want to hit that follow button. You'll get a notification when I go live, and I do try to go live between 7 and 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. But we'll continue the case of the Fallen Idol tomorrow. For now, we're out of time, so thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.